Hey everybody and welcome back to Justice for Animals. We have another expose against a channel that we already exposed before a while back called Asian Pet Rescue Center. This time they're back with a channel called Abraham Gonzalez. As with what we did with the last video, I'm going to show you a little bit to the point where we exposed Asian Pets Rescue Center as well. They have two videos that are exactly the same but are uploaded twice on the channel 1 month apart from each other with two different titles. Tell me that's not suspicious. Not only that, but there is actually a thing with PayPal as well. The PayPal seems to lead to a defunct channel that was actually taken down by YouTube a while back for animal abuse. A channel called Adopt a Pet, which actually changed its name to Pet Adoption Center. The same can be said for the Facebook as well. We went to their Facebook account and found exactly the same thing. Literally, it leads to the Pet Adoption Center. These are two of the faces and the channels they still have that are actually up and running to this day. Now let's properly begin. The first channel we're actually showing you is a brand new one called Abraham Gonzalez. Basically, the videos on this channel are from the same people that are actually called Asian Pet Rescue Center and are abusers. As you can tell by the bag and the car that they drive. This is basically the comparison between Asian Pet Rescue Center and Abraham Gonzalez, side by side. This also proves that they're using other channels as well, such as Leica Loves Animals for example. Leica Loves Animals is yet another abuse channel who is basically manipulating people. We will get to that at some point though. And it's at this point where it transitions into Asian Pets Rescue, or as this channel is called, Abraham Gonzalez, which is still Asian Pets Rescue. So what we're showing you is the transitions between their own fake rescue to another fake rescue that isn't theirs, or another fake rescue that isn't theirs to their own. It's a weird one, but it's a way of confusing people pretty much. But this is theirs as an Asian Pet Rescue Center. Before we move on, I actually want to show you something in regards to the thumbnail of one of the videos on Abraham Gonzalez. The thumbnail you're looking at is actually from a video from Pham Tien, which is actually still up on Facebook. Because although he was actually pulled down on YouTube for animal abuse, he still exists on a Facebook platform. And despite our efforts to actually try and get him removed, nothing has happened about it. He is still up. Now what I'm basically showing you here is the same video that is on Abraham Gonzalez, and I'm basically pointing out the fact that the thumbnail that was also in the Pham Tien video is not the same as what's in this video. The rescues, both of them are not the same rescue. None of them are the one from Pham Tien. It's a fake thumbnail. What we would also like to show you is the fact that he still exists on TikTok as well as Facebook. Both of them together, despite the fact that he was removed on YouTube. This is Pham Tien trying to make a comeback, but unfortunately for him, it wasn't able to actually work out so well because he was caught as soon as he came back. You can simply say he's not hard to spot. And what I'm basically showing you is the links that we have for that channel. One of them was under the name Rescue Work, with the picture of the girl leaning against her hand. Also known as Yenlin TV now, because he changed the name back to its original name. He changed it from that to Rescue Work, then back again, as soon as he realised it wasn't working out for him. So again, these are the channel links that actually lead back to Yenlin TV, also known as Rescue Work. I should point out the YouTube advert at the bottom of the screen. As per on the channel, there is another fake rescuer as well on there that he worked with, so yeah, he's not alone in this. Now what I'm showing you here is the PayPal that is actually used in rescue work that actually leads back to Pham Tien yet again. So what we're also showing you is the loveranimal@gmail email address that he uses, both on rescue work and on pets rescue. Also, he claims to have a team of 5, but you only saw that one guy in the other video. Nobody else. But also 500 animals, 500 dogs and cats.
100 dogs and 78 cats. You see, they're so happy.
He made a similar claim before, but he used a video from the Asian Pet Rescue Center that they used as well, claiming to be a real rescue. Only there wasn't 500, it was 200 dogs and 100 cats. So as we were going along, we actually discovered that the same video was also on the channel Asian Pet Rescue Center. Well, not exactly the same video, but the same area, basically. So, Asian Pet Rescue Center used the video. Pham Tien of Lovely Pets, also Pets Rescue, used the video. And we also just found out the Hoangs team also used it in Animals and Friends. As in Hoangs, who is this guy who's actually buying animals or selling them, looking for sick animals for his videos and just doing this over and over again. Just similar to Pham Tien and so many others. Sick animals like this one, for example. For example, this poor dog right here is one of his victims. Would you trust somebody that keeps setting up rescues with the same dog over and over again? The dog we're showing you, by the way, has been featured in several videos, not just the one. That's what we're showing you. Same dog, different circumstances. You can tell by the spots, for example. The two faces I'm showing you in these images are Hoangs and Hai Nam, and both are trying to find animals that they can actually buy in order to use for their videos and such other purposes. From Hai Nam it basically reads, I need to buy puppies in large quantity. Who has, please contact me, and then it gives a number and it says arrives at the catch place. The catch place actually means that basically where they want to do the trade. And as you can see, they actually posted this to their teammates and friends. New Yun Dong being one of them, the one with the star tattoo on his hand. Do Van Phat being the other one. What we're showing you here is New Yun Dong on an image that was actually posted by Hoangs, not once but twice. And both are asking two different questions. The same type of question, but just differently posted. Basically asking for dogs. One of which is asking for small dogs, and the other one is asking for small whistle dogs. I should also point out that it was Hoangs that created this group to begin with. And then there's this, there are more dogs to serve you guys, which is basically a way of saying, I'm selling these dogs. Now as you can see, this is literally all four of them together, Hoangs, New Yun Dong, Hai Nam and Do Van Phat. So Do Van is the one in the orange t-shirt, Hai Nam is the one filming, Hoangs is the one sitting down in the red chair, and New Yun Dong is the one that ends up standing up. I should also point out that New Yun Dong basically removed a hell of a lot from his Facebook account, so there was nothing really there anymore. There's a couple of pictures and that's about it. He just has a picture of a baby and a picture of him and that's it, that's all he has. As you can see, this is Hai Nam posing with the others as well behind him. This is the entire group having a meal together, where he uses the words prey killing team. I mean, know what that means. In this video, Hoangs adopts dogs apparently. He's kinda telling the truth. He has to adopt them in order to take them and use them for the fake rescues and such. That is what he does. He uses backyard breeders in order to get these animals. And we believe this is one of those videos where he goes to a backyard breeder's place. I also basically want to point out the state of the adult dog. If you can tell, the dog is malnourished. Doesn't have any meat on the bones whatsoever. The dog is literally starving by the looks. This is basically just a image that I came across. I actually took this accidentally when I was trying to get the evidence, but yeah. This shows how unflattering they are, and plus, as you can actually tell, they use monkeys in their videos now. This is just one example. There's actually 2 monkeys in that vehicle, that we know of. So if you look to the right, you'll see the thumbnail. It's actually a picture of Dovan. Also, you can see them driving to the office from where the computers are that we saw earlier. And as we're showing you, one of the videos is taken on Hainam's Facebook, the other one is on the Animals Care video channel. Both featuring the same office, both featuring the same people. What we're showing you is what we've shown you before in a previous video, and this is at Pets Rescue is Animal Rescue Station, which is his TikTok. Hoang Chan gave Pham Tien a channel at one point, and they are actually good friends, and this image is proof of this. The image is of a younger Hoang Chan and Pham Tien, and the channel is called Rescue the Pet. These are the things we know he has left. From his Facebook to his YouTube to his PayPal. And of course his TikTok. Now we shall show you how the Pet Friends is also linked to the Asian Pet Rescue Centre, as well as Abraham Gonzalez. So SOS Pets, the Pet Friends and Abraham Gonzalez are all linked with the man with the purple helmet to start with. Especially since he was never actually seen on the Asian Pet Rescue Centre. That only links the 3 of them so far, right? So pay attention to the PayPals. They're important too. So SOS Pets has the donation link for Adopt a Pet Centre. Okay? That's the first part. The second we're looking at is Asian Pets Rescue Centre with exactly the same link. Now if you look at the top right of the screens where it shows the man with the purple helmet, what you can see is Pet Adoption Centre. That was what Adopt a Pet basically named themselves after they were outed, before they lost their channel completely. As you can tell, the same description and the same channel image. While we're at it, I might as well actually show you that there is also a Facebook page for them as well. And this would be the PayPal. Next I'm going to show you Nakabi, which is actually on a channel that has art on it. It doesn't have abuse just yet, but it could be a possible place where they could start uploading in the future. Now here is how that channel is linked to the Asian Pet Rescue Centre and also SOS, which is no longer around. What I'm basically showing you is the old SOS channel, which is now defunct, and the Asian Pet Rescue Centre channel, which are actually linking back to the Nakabi channel via the community tab. Again, this is the community tabs leading back to Nakabi. And that basically covers the Asian Pet Rescue Centre. At least for the time being. This is Asian Pets Rescue Centre leading to another channel called Adopt Pets, which is another one they're trying to basically get going. Or at least were at one point. Not long ago. Last upload was like 3 weeks ago. And also basically shows the man with the purple helmet yet again. Now I would like to cover something else. There was a channel that's been making the rounds recently that's on YouTube with a guy who is claiming to be a Chinese dog trainer. To begin with, the man's name is Tang Wei Ming, I believe, and the channel is called Caning App. We also believe that the school's name is actually Quan Dao, and I hope I pronounced that right, as it's indeed what we were told. Unfortunately, what we're showing you is that he's not training the dog, but rather abusing it, so that is where we're going to go from here. And as you can actually see in the background, when we show you the video, there is a girl in the background that is copying him and does the exact same thing. This is not training, this is abuse. And he is basically teaching it to his students. We were also told that this footage came from a student themselves. As we're showing you, this trainer goes from slapping to kicking to punching the dog in a matter of seconds. All while the dog was basically sitting perfectly still and not doing anything. Word of warning, this is brutal, so please, if you are uncomfortable, then please skip to 23 minutes and 40 seconds. And then we'll go to the update where he claims that nothing he did was wrong. As the dog sits there, it shows no sign of aggression, so no reason to retaliate for him. As we're showing you, this is this guy's method of basically training a dog. You don't kick it, you don't punch it, that's not training, that's abuse. Full out abuse. Now let's watch what happens to the dog in the background as the dog is reacting to what's going on in front of it. Again, please be aware this clip contains graphic content. And this is exactly what the dog gets for just sitting there. Again, not a trainer, literally an abuser. On to the next section where he actually claims that the dog is the culprit and not himself. Unfortunately, a lot of it is in Chinese, but we can actually make out what he's doing by the video itself and by the title alone. Considering how he has been smacking the dog around, the dog has reacted in a way that is expected when the dog basically flinches due to him threatening to hit it again. As he also shows in slow motion trying to make out the dog is a bad one. He has a dog on a leash and the dog is not taking kindly to the way he's treating him. Of course the dog is going to react. So in this, the reason the dog actually reacted was because he raised his hand, and that dog has been beaten so many times by this person by the looks of it. The dog is not the violent one here. He is. He's the instigator. So we've been looking into this, and we believe the collar that they're using is a choke collar. It's basically a collar that will release or tighten depending on the movements of the dog and the owner. This is a comment made to me by another exposer who was actually showing this channel for what it's capable of doing. And considering both the raising of the hands and the way he mistreats the animal by throwing it around, slamming it against the floor, it's safe to say that it seems to be that the person is telling the truth. I will warn you again, this is graphic, but I'm gonna show you again what he was doing and also show the reaction of him taunting the dog. This is why I can believe those comments. So again, what I'm showing you is he's lifting his hand in a closed fist like he's about to punch something. That is a signal for the dog to go and attack. The dog has learned this through the abuse that he's been given. This is all staged. This man is basically being paid to beat that dog. And unfortunately, as you saw, the students are picking up on it and they're actually doing the same thing. Now don't get me wrong, some of the students are against it as well. There are people that are actually speaking out against this. That's how we have the video online now. But still, it's happening. The man's bills are being paid from this. So I should also point out that chokers can also be really bad towards the dog's health. So this is information about the choke chains, or choke collars, whatever you want to call them. But this is the info here, and this is telling you that it's not a good thing. There are people that might know how to use them, but even then they're still dangerous for dogs. They should not be used at all. And I will also leave the link to the website in the description below. Last thing before we end, please sign and share the petition and try and support the channel as much as possible. We really do appreciate it. Thank you. So I'd like to end it here by thanking every single one of you for joining Justice for Animals, and thank you to everybody that's actually been helping. You've all been amazing and always will be, in my opinion. The fact that you're helping us fight this is just, it's amazing. It's awesome to see so many people that actually care about this. But anyway, I will leave it at that, and also thank you for over 600 subscribers as well. I will see you in the next one. And please remember to report the channels and just keep fighting the good fight.